Morning, ma'am.
Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, so there are 27 participants na. So pwede na siguro ta mag-start. Okay, so before ta mag-start, I would like to remind you of the assessment sa LMS no about the measures of the levels of measurement. Okay, tapos within this week magbutang po ko og unit quiz for unit 1. Okay, so ang kuan ana ang included ana is, please mute your microphones. Okay, ang included ana is all the topics in unit 1. So basically that's the nature of statistics in life sciences and also the basic concepts in life science in statistics. Okay. So next is this lesson was discussed sa ato ang MMW no. So however maura gid ni siya ang akong, if under mo sa ako as MMW, this is the PowerPoint that I've been using for MMW. So we have the methods of data collection. So of course, class, ang statistics involves data collecting. And also later on, we have the presentation and the analysis. So mag-start sa taon saan na to pag-collect og data. So if after that, is ato pong hisgutan ang sampling design. So that is sampling design and also the experimental design. So it's either manggod ang inyong study is survey or survey design survey design and experimental design. So it's either inyong study is experimental or surveying, no? Or survey design. Okay, so data collection is defined as a process of gathering and measuring information and variables of interest in an established systematic way that enables one to answer queries, stated research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate outcomes. Okay, this facilitates decision-making and improve the quality of decisions made. So, importante nga sakto ang atong process sa atong pag-collect og data. Okay. This facilitate decision making, tapos this will improve the quality of the result sa imuhang research or the quality of the decisions nga imong gi-make sa imuhang research. Okay, so what are the different methods of data collection? We have interviews, questionnaires, experiments, direct observations, and the use of existing records. Okay, so ang interview is a direct method of inquiry. So interview. You know what is an interview, no? Kanang na ay interviewee, na interviewer. Ang interviewer mag-ask sa interviewee og mga questions or set of questions. Okay, so it's either face-to-face or in-person nga interview. You can also have video or teleconferencing or video conferencing or online. We have phone. Then we have focus group. So you can interview a focus group. So daghan sila in one session of interview. So that is focus group. Okay, so ang interview is done usually or most especially pag kuan kanang qualitative ang ato ang study, no? But in karon, since we have ang ato ang gamiton nga studies for this semester is quantitative ta. Okay, qualitative is for kadtong dili nato siya, ang qualitative is dili nato kay siya ma-applyan og mga statistical analysis, no? Okay, and ang sa diri apod nga cover is quantitative lang pod nga study ato ang i-cover. So next is we have the questionnaires. This consists of a set of questions printed or typed as a systematic order on a form or set of forms. Okay, so mura siya questionnaires, no, kanang printed or kaha in Google Forms, no? So questionnaires, so this is a device for securing answers to questions by using a form which the respondent fills in himself. So, ang respondent ang mag-answer sa form or sa questionnaire. So, it can be handed personally, pwede pod online, and pwede pod by mail. So, for today's labi na tong pandemic, no? So most of the survey questionnaires is done in a Google form. So para dali ra pud siya ma-disseminate without risking the health sa mga nag-research, 'di ba? So you can have Google Forms. Okay. Experiment, the researcher attempts to understand the cause and effect relationship. So it is a data collection method where you as a researcher change some variables and observe their effect on other variables. So um, one way to understand experiments is um, examples experiment. So for example, you vary the amount of fertilizer nga imuhang gi gibutang sa the same nga uh, plant or the same nga variety nga plant, no? So for example, different amounts of fertilizer nga imong gibisbis to a tomato plant, no? So ang that is an experiment because you change some variables, no? So gi-change nimo ang amount sa fertilizer nga imong gihatag and imong gitan-aw kung nabay effect ang paglahi-lahi nako or ang lahi nga amount sa fertilizer sa kada tomato kung mas tambok ba siya kung ani kadaghan or kung daghan ra pud kaayo ni niwang ra pud siya nganana, no? So that is an experiment. Kay unsa kay courses ninyo?
Advice ma'am.
Okay, in Visay. Okay, direct observation, one of the most passive data collection methods. So the researcher takes a participatory stance, observing the setting in which the subjects of observation are while taking down notes, video or audio recordings, photos, and so on. So example class, we have you are studying the characteristics or the behaviors of uh, the 2-year-old nga mga toddler in a certain playground. So, imuhang wala nimo sila kuan ha, wala kay variables gi-change. Imo lang gi-observe kung nag-unsa sila sa playground. So that is direct observation, no? Okay, so you can have video or audio recordings or you can take down notes kung unsay imuhang nakita or kaha you can take photos and so on. A use of existing records uses data which have been previously collected by another person or institution for some other purposes. So if kadumdum mo atong secondary data nga akong gi-discuss, so this is mo na siya, no, ang data nga atong gi-gather is a secondary data. So we use existing records that was previously collected by another person and or kanang mga institutions. So ang imong purpose is lahi na pod ilang kintahay ilang gigamitan didto. Ang ilahang gi-focus is ang grado sa bata. Ang imuhang gi-focus is ang iyahang basta basta lahi imuhang tumong but the same ang inyong data nga gi-collect, no? Okay, so next is methods of data presentation, but ay sahangan na lang sa koy i-compare nato ang katong survey versus kining the use. Okay, padayon na lang ta for methods of data presentation. So methods of data presentation. Okay, so what are the different methods of data presentation? So after you collect your data, you organize it para ma-present nimo in a professional way or tarong nga way, no? So you organize nato para nindot nato pagka-present. So what are the methods of data presentation? Anyone? Katong nakaagi nag-MMW? We have this lesson. Hello, napay nakadumdum. What are the methods of data presentation?
Ito ba 'tong naay mga pie chart ma'am, mga tabular inani?
Yes. Oo, tabular. So you have tables by use of textual, katong textual presentation, graphical, and we have tabular method. So you have three. You can use textual method, then you can have tabular method and graphical method. So sakto mo. Okay. So ang textual method of data incorporates important figures in a paragraph of text. So it is used to elaborate important figures given by a table or a figure. So we can insert, so textual presentation class is usually used to support inyuhang mga figures or inyuhang mga graphs or inyuhang mga tables so that ang kadtong gusto ninyo i-highlight sa inyuhang table, inyong masulat sa textual presentation. So we can insert highlight important or noteworthy data figures or summary measures within the paragraph of text to support our conclusions and answers to the research problems. So it allows us to direct the reader's interest to vital information, and we should always provide readers with additional explanation about the relevance of the figures being highlighted. So instead nga graph lang ang naa or instead nga tables lang ang naa, you can add textual presentation to support inyuhang figures again, no? But kung for example, we have this one, reported crimes in the Philippines in the year 2001 and 2002. So kung tanaw na to dira, mga figures sa ginaang number of reported crimes na siya. So ang number of index crimes sa 2001 is 38,104. Tapos sa 2002 is 43,760. Tapos maudayon na siya ang unsa man tong mga crimes. You have murder, homicide, physical injury, robbery, theft, and rape. No? So in 2001 and 2002. Okay, so this is the sample textual presentation. Okay, so for example, this is your table and this is our textual presentation. This table shows that the recorded cases of index crimes in the Philippines for the years 2001 and 2002. So it shows that there is roughly 15% increase in the total number of index crimes from 2001 to 2002. So wala na nato nakita ang 15% diri sa tong table. However, iyahang gidugangan diri nga ni-increase daw siya roughly 15% from 2001 to 2002. It is noteworthy that among the listed index crimes, ang physical injury daw gihapon ang consistent nga pinakataas og cases, no? So, mo na siya. Number of cases in both years, and this supports the claim of referensahan na siya gikan in his study entitled Dana. Okay, so this is a sample of textual presentation. Then we have tabular presentation. So, ang tabular presentation is ang data nato gi-arrange nato in figures in a systematic manner nga na ay rows and columns no if we have tabular presentation. So, systematic manner in rows of and columns. So, it is the most common method of data presentation, and ang tabular method, our tabular presentation class, is a more formal way to present your data rather than the graphical. Okay, it is used for various purposes such as descriptions. You can have kanang the frequency table or kanang the means of the two variables or ang sa imong mga variables pwede dira ano or comparisons showing relationships kanang if significant ba iyang relationship. You can use tabular presentation. Okay, it can contain frequency distributions, proportions, percentages, and other summary measures such as totals and averages. So arranging figures in rows or columns facilitates comparison, easy reading, and understanding of figures. So for example, no, we have the mean. Mean sa fertilizer 1 and fertilizer 2. Dali ra kay nato tan-awon dayon kung gibutang sa table kung kinsay mas dako sa ilag mean, di ba? Tapos, when you present in a table form, dapat inyong table must be simple, concise, and can even stand alone. So, dapat without the textual presentation, masabtan na nato ang ato ang table. So, dapat simple, concise, and can even stand alone. Okay, then we have the formal statistical table. Mo na siya ang ato ang ginagamit, no? So the formal statistical table contains the different and essential parts of the table, like the table number, table title, head note, box head, stub head, column headings, and so on. So this is a standalone table. So the masabtan na siya without the textual presentation. Readers should easily understand its content without descriptive text or introductory statement. This is a sample of a statistical table, and these are the parts of the formal statistical table. So ang heading contains the table number and the table title, no? And mo na siya ang head note. So unsa na siyang mga figures dira in thousands pesos or kahaimong ibutang dira, no? So ang spanner head are the column heading. Pag naapagid tay under sa tong spanner head, we call it the column head. Then we have the stub head, kadtong sana murag header siya sa atong mga rows, no? So kana. Then we have the row captions. Okay. And then footnote. So pag feeling nyo dili pa masabtan sa inyong reader ang kanang iyong sulat dira, do not forget to write footnote. So unsa na pasabot sa A dira, labi na kay mga symbols kapang butang dira sa imong table, no? So ibutang na nimo sa footnote unsay pasabot niya, kung A that is in thousands, ang B that is in millions. So note, details may not add up to the totals due to rounding. So pwede footnote po na. Then source note, we have kung asa gikan na imuhang data nga imong gibutang sa imong table. So that is a source note. Okay, so these are classifications of formal statistical table. We have the quantitative. So ang iyahang ano is the frequencies and percentages, no, sa diri is pila ka buok in class 2015. Okay, distribution of respondents across academic class. Okay, quantitative. Okay. Diri we have the qualitative. Ang iyahang saan siya? Row captions is in qualitative, contractual or casual, permanent or regular, not presently employed. So kasabot mo noon sa qualitative. So this is qualitative. Okay, then we have the frequency and percentages. So these are statistical table tanan. Okay, chronological is kanang atong pwede na to i-order ang atong row captions. So for example, all income classes, ang sa income classes we have under 10,000 padulong sa 500,000 over the number of families. So this is chronological. We can order this one. And we also have the geographical. Okay, so ang atong row head or the row captions is a place, no? Geographical. Okay, so we have National Capital Region called Ana. Okay, so that's it. So you have 4 classifications of formal statistical table. Graphical method. Ang graphical presentation of data portrays numerical figures or relationship among variables in pictorial form. So we have graphs as a presentation tool and is most suitable when we need to show results of the study to non-professionals and other people who are scared of numbers. So this is effective in getting attention. So kining graph, iyahang gibutang diri no nga this is suitable or most suitable ni siya when we present our results or show our result of the study to non-professionals. So mo to akong giingon ganina nga ang formal statistical table is more formal way to present your data. So if you are presenting your results to non-professionals and for those who are scared of numbers, so effective ang graphs as pag-present sa imong data because it gets their attention kay na eye colors, no? Pero dili po dapat nato na siya too much ang colors ha. Okay, graphs are also used as an initial step in analysis. So kung tan-awon nato ang graphs, for example, maghimo ta og kanang scatter plot. So makita dayon nato nga murag naman siya kanang pattern or naman siya gisunod nga trend. So increasing ba siya or decreasing? So tan-aw nato i-test dayon nato sa ang atong hypothesis. So iagi nato siya analysis kung naa ba siya significant relationship. Kay kung tan-aw nato increasing iyang trend, no? So using the scatter plot. Okay, so this can exhibit possible association among the variables and can facilitate comparison of different groups. So this can reveal trends over time, and a good graph must be accurate, clear, simple, and professionally appealing. So dapat professionally appealing, dapat accurate, clear, simple. Dili siya daghan kaayo og arte. Basta pleasing siya sa eye. Okay, so daghan kay tag chart in statistics no. We have the column chart, bar chart, we have the pie chart, we have the line graph. Wait lang ha, kay lobat akong laptop. Wait lang class. Ano man eh? May isa ha. Okay. Okay, so we have column chart. Column chart is useful for comparing amounts in a time series data. So the emphasis in column chart is on the differences in magnitude rather than, okay, so differences in magnitude rather than the movement of a series. So ang column chart is iyahang gi-emphasize ang difference sa ilang kadaghanon, no? Dili ang movement sa series. Kung maingkag movement sa series ang ato ang for example kanang for the year 2001 to 2011. So for example, number of index crimes from 2001 to 2011. So that is the movement of a series, no? So tanaw na to kung ni taas or ni baba. Ang atong gamiton ana is line graph or so line graph atong gamiton pag ang atong aim is to see the movement of a series. Pag ang atong aim is to see the differences in magnitude. So for example, we have pila ka buok ang contractual, ang permanent, and unsa pa to dira so magnitude pila ka buok. So pilay differences niya in magnitude, pilay differences sa kadaghanon. So we use the column chart. So it is also used to graph the frequency distribution of a quantitative variable. So you can use this also for frequency distribution. So ang kadaghanon again sa quantitative variable. And for time series data, arrange the columns on the horizontal axis in chronological order starting with the earliest. So kung maggamit po ta ani kung natay time series data ang ato ang gamiton, again ang time series data is pwede gapon siya sa column chart. Pero kung ang imuhang aim is the differences in magnitude, column chart imuhang gamiton. Pero kung maingkag movement sa series imong tan-awon, line graph imong tan-aw imong gamiton ana ha. So for time series data, dapat naka-arrange ang atong horizontal axis in chronological order. So earliest to the latest. Okay, the proportion of the columns must be just right, not too wide, dili tambo kayo, dili ra pud niwang kaayo. Okay, so spaces between the bars is around 1/4 of the width of the column. Okay, use light colors for shading and dashed line for the grid lines. Okay, each chart should have figure, title, position in the center, nature, classification, place, and period. So ganina sa atong tables, ang heading niya is naka-left side, no? Sa taas siya, pero sa naka-left. So pag ang ato kung figures na ta, dapat column chart, ang iyahang title is positioned at the upper center, no? Pag tables, upper left ta ang atong gamiton. So for example, this one, column chart, again, ang iyahang title, no, is the nasa upper center. Okay, tabletop. Okay, figure number, okay. So, wala na siya ilabot ha. Wala na ilabot sa kuan. Kini lang, kini. Okay, so for this book ra na siya. Different parts of column graph. Okay, so these are the scale figures for y-axis. So remember class, if you put scales here, dapat butangan po na nimog scale level. Unsa man ang pasabutan ng 40, 35, ana. So ang kanada is the production in thousands kilograms. So 40,000 na siya in kilograms. So for this figure, we have gold production in the Philippines in 1991 to 2000. So ang atong gitanaw no is ang magnitude man. So aha ka ang pinakadaghan. Wa man ta nag-ingon kung nitaas ba ang production sa gold, wala man ta ingon no. So ang atong gikuan is asa man ang or unsang year nga pinakadaghan ug unsa nga year ang pinakagamay og gold production sa Philippines, no? So that is magnitude ang ato ang gitanaw, dili ang iyahang trend, no? So, mo na siya gold production in the Philippines in 1991 to 2000. So these are examples of good and bad column chart. So this one is uneven iyang shading, na gradient siya dira, no? So this is not a good column chart. Okay, kini pod there are wavy patterns. So dili pod siya formal tanawon. And this one, two different patterns. Kini pareha lagi pattern pero wavy pod yung pattern. So as much as possible, simple ang ato ang graph. But dili boring. Simple but not boring. Okay, pero dili ingon ani pagka-percent ha nga para dili boring. And this one is the correct shading. Okay? So kini pod, these are too narrow pod nga columns. Niwang ra pud kaayo tan-awang differences between them. Grabe ka niwang. And this one is grabe ra pud ka tambok. Dili na halos na to makita ang ilahang ilahang mga kuandera rag spaces between them. Okay, types of column chart. We have the simple column chart. Ngunana lang. So isa lang yung ipakita, no? Okay. So that is a simple column chart and this is a group column chart. Okay, so diri ang gold production in the Philippines in 1991 to 2000. Diri gold and silver production of the Philippines in 1991 to 2000. So duha na kabuk imuhang data. You have the gold and the silver. So you have ang gold for the dark color, tapos ang silver aning light nga color. Okay, so simple. Uy! Simple and this is group. Okay, horizontal bar chart. It's pare-pareha ra siya sa column chart, no bar gihapon siya. Okay, horizontal bar chart is useful for showing distributions of categorical nga data. So kung categorical lang ato ang data, ang atong gamiton is horizontal bar chart. So showing the distribution, so pila ka buok ang nabilong ani nga category. So it is used to compare magnitude for the different categories of a qualitative variable. So the categories are placed on the y-axis. So this gives more space for text labels. Okay, the length of the bar represents the value for the category. And spaces between bars may be 1/5 to 1/2 of the width of the bar. So arranging the bars according to the length usually facilitates comparison. So for example, mas daghan ang babae sa lalaki. So pwede na to iuna sa atong horizontal bar chart ang babae kaysa lalaki, no? Para makita nato ang comparison. So this may be increasing or decreasing. Pwede pinakagamay to pinakadako. And dapat if naakay category nga others, ang imong category is i-place nimo sa last. Okay, it's either it is first or sa last kung nakay others nga category. So for example, we have the top 7 ethnic groups in the Philippines. We have Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Bisaya, Ilonggo, Bicol, and Waray. So as you can see, ang ato ang mga kuan is categorical, no? Categorical. Ganina is with respect to time man to ang ato ang ang sa column chart. Okay, for the bar chart, ang iyahang mga kuan is categories, no? Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Bisaya, Ilonggo, Bicol, and Waray. And as you can see, ang iyahang giuna is ang pinakataas padulong sa pinakaubos. So that dali nato makitaan nga ang pinakataas di ay or pinakadaghan di ay nga ethnic group sa Philippines is Tagalog. Next is Cebuano, next is Ilocano, Bisaya, Ilonggo, Bicol, and Waray. Okay, there are also a group bar chart. So for example, ang ato ang gipakita lang diri is the 7 ethnic groups in the Philippines in 2000. So diri is iyahang gibulag ang sa female ug sa male. So pila kabok female, pila kabok ang male. So this is also a group bar chart. Okay, so pie chart. So, ang pie chart, I know this is very common sa inyo, no? This is a circle divided into several sections. So, ang i-indicate ani is the percentage of each category. Dili ang frequency, dili ang number. So, pag percentage imong ipakita, ang imong gamiton is pie chart, dili ang bar graph. Okay, the total of all sections of a pie is 100%. So, dapat ang pag-arrange nato sa component sa chart is according to magnitude. Gikan sa pinakadako, padulong sa pinakagamay. Or pinakadako nga portion, padulong sa pinakagamay nga portion. Tapos, ang portion nga pinakadako is at 12 o'clock. So, padulong 12, tapos pa-clockwise dayon ta ha. Pa-clockwise. So, sa inyong sa inyong screen, pana. Okay, so dapat clockwise siya, gikan 12 o'clock, clockwise dayon. Okay, pag napo kay others nga category, ipalast po na nimo siya. So, para dali nato ma-identify nga different na siya nga section, we use different colors for shading or patterns to distinguish one section from other pie to the other sections. Okay, so pie chart is applicable for qualitative data with not too many categories, less than 6 categories. Okay, you can 6 or less than 6 nga category. Pag daghan na kaayo, dili na nindot gamiton ang ato ang pie chart. Pag daghan kayo nga category. So kung daghan na kayo categories, you may opt to use the horizontal bar chart. Okay? So ang atong gamiton ng pie chart if ang categories nato is less than 6 lang. Okay, so for example, these are examples of pie chart. So, enrollment level in private schools. So, ang pinakadaghan is si secondary man. So, siya ang gikan sa 12 o'clock padulong dira. So, 50% katunga. Second, ang pinakadaghan is elementary. Maunang siya pod ang sunod. Then, we have the preschool dayon. And, diri ang pinakadako og percent is the seaweeds. Okay, remember class, if you have a graph or a pie chart or a column chart, a bar chart, ang ilahang titles are sa center, upper center nila, no? So, no? So, ang pinakadako is seaweed. So, you can also use ingon ani kanang iyahang gilahi ang pinakadako nga part. So, as long as dapat na siya sa 12 o'clock, no? Then we have the milkfish, tilapia, and tanawa na siya others iyahang gipa last. So that is a good pie chart. Okay, these are substandard nga mga pie chart. Unsa may nganong kuan man nganong substandard man kining first one. Anong substandard man Reason. Nganong substandard man siya. First is wala sa 12 o'clock ang iyahang pinakadako mo man iyang pinakadako nga percent, diba? Dapat naa ni siya diri. 12 o'clock man ang pinakadako. Sunod ang sunod niya. Ang pinakagamay dayon ang last. So gikan sa dako padulong sa gamay. And another one is daghan ra kayo ang categories. Diba niingon ko, the categories must be 6 or below. Pag daghan na kayo nga categories, you use horizontal bar graph or bar chart. Okay, kini pong diri this uses grabe ra pud ka kuan ang iyahang shading. Instead of shading patterns yang gigamit, and ang patterns are too different from each other. So para simple lang class, shades na lang ng kanang colors na lang, different colors yung gamiton, no? So that is an example of a substandard pie chart. Again, this one, ang iyahang patterns are very kanang lahi. Tapos dili siya pleasing sa eye, no? Dili siya informal kay siya tanawon. And this one is daghan na kayong categories, and also ang biggest niya nga part is wala sa 12 o'clock. Kini pod ang iyahang biggest is wala sa 12 o'clock. Dapat 12 o'clock siya. Okay, nasabtan? So that's it for today, class. Since late naman ta naka-start, no? So kana lang sa pod, dili sa ta mag over na kaayo. Okay, so reminding my students sa laboratory, we have QRY22. Mag-meet ta sa Saturday, no? You will present your activity 1. Okay, again, class, maghatag ko long piece for unit 1 within this week. So, abang-abang lang ha, mag-announce naman po ko. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining. Please change your names sa inyong kuan. Ako na lang screenshot. And message me if naka-appeal mo sa naki-appeal lang mo sa inyong classmate. Okay, so do not worry kay recorded ning Zoom. Okay, after sa sangka, we will have our face-to-face classes na. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ano, ma'am, wala pa ako na-enroll sa LMS po.
Okay, so message me later sa imong full name.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
sige.
you, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning. Permission to speak po.
Yes, Langga. Ay, Langga, mahumanay na siya kanang i-message na lang sa ako, imong question. Ako rang replyan, dayon. Okay, so less than 1 minute naman lang good. Okay, thank you so